And
are Arizona guys, huh?
yeah,
Yeah, I've
so
seen that. Yeah.
his name's Chris Bell. He's actually a good guy, but so salty. He gets so
He
mad.
lost to like a Squirtle or something. I remember that video.
Yeah, and the Squirtle is like, shake my hand, dude. And he's like, no.
Yeah.
And the Squirtle's like, man, he's like, I got better. Like, you got to give me that. And Chris is like, Forte Freak's like, no, you didn't get better. Like, he's like, your
I
character's
just
so
suck.
yeah, I got way worse. So
I'm actually the bad player. It's like, no, that's never what the realization will be.
like that guy one time I was playing against him in teams in Project M, and he's another guy that's very stubborn. Where what he'll do, he'll just do the same thing over and over. So the spot dodge thing, he was like trying to tech chase me with Sheik, and he kept running up to me, but I would spot dodge just before, and I'd grab him, and it was like losers finals or something at this small tournament. He paused the game in the middle of the game. It was like game 4 or something, best of 5. He slams his controller down, broke his controller, like permanently broke his controller, and forfeited the match. And it was like the only time I've ever beat him. So I feel like, I mean, you got like one win. I like it's not that bad. I like go on some like crazy run where he's like
Yeah.
unbeatable.
Do you think any of that is due? Like, is there just like this disdain with human beings who play the game against losing to Ness, or do you think it's more of like just a human being thing? Like, I can't
He's
imagine.
just a boy, dude. You don't want to lose to a boy, do you?
It just seems odd that it's like
Yeah, it's
Serious.
Boy Fieri. It's
Yeah.
Guy Fieri's son. is what
How'd you-
people
oh my
know.
gosh,
Fieri,
okay.
dude.
That's gotta be one of
In Earthbound, his dad is Guy Fieri.
Yeah, that's
fun
canon.
fact.
That's
Um,
canonical.
Have you played Earthbound?
Only a little bit.
You haven't finished it?
No.
Oh my god.
I think when I was picking up a character years ago, I think I did look at it and was like, Ness seems like the least intimidating. On some level, I think I chose him ironically, knowing nothing about any of the characters.
Yeah.
And it was just like, this is funny to play with Ness. Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, Earthbound is a grind. I wouldn't recommend it if you don't have the time. But I wanted to. I remember something about Evo. Okay, so at Evo, me and somebody in your room and somebody in my room knew the same man. Right?
It was probably Mike based Young.
I think
I'm
so.
guessing. Yeah.
And he knew our friend Cody, who Griffin has a history with.
Yeah.
Cody loves me.
And so anyway, we end up going to Jim Flim Flam's room, and they're like playing teams on this setup in Melee, and it was cool. We start playing teams. I'm like, who the fuck plays casual teams? But whatever, I'll play. I'll play Melee. I still don't like teams, but I turn and it all registers in my head after like 3 games. I'm like, you guys are the Smash Bros guys. and Jim's like, yeah. I'm like, that's awesome. You guys are funny. He's like,
I hope you
thanks.
weren't like in a bad mood or something. I remember playing, but I can't remember if we were like upbeat or if we were just like, oh, we're tired, just playing doubles, not
You
talking.
guys were actually pretty tired, but like you weren't like in a bad mood. You were just like existing as boys in the
You
world.
play the game that we
Right.
all love. Yeah.
Yeah, and so that was cool. And so, all right, so this is where it gets. I wanted to ask a couple questions to Jim.
He's been waiting.
We leave our setup in the room. Me and my friend Scott, we went to like go get food or some shit, and we leave our setup in the room. And we assumed everyone would just kind of stay in the fucking room playing Melee, but apparently there was like this party. And this secret, I'm about to crack this shit open. There was this secret fucking like top player like old school Smash fucking party that took place in like the presidential suite.
Yeah, dude, that was
Floor.
That's the best thing I've ever experienced, probably at a tournament.
So this party is like bumping. Like you wouldn't think these are fucking video game players. Like there were like chicks in black dresses. There was liquor. It was like legit, and it's in this like presidential suite. Marble
It's like the
floors
top
and shit.
floor. Yeah.
It was beautiful. And so, anyway, we go to your room. Like someone, I think it was Blea in there, Blea and Nunn or something. Or no, it was after that even. Someone is in your room and they're like, yeah, they're fucking gone. They took your setup. I think they went to this party. I think it's on the top floor. And we're like, fuck, we were trying to leave.
Yeah.
I'm like, well, I gotta get my setup. So we go up to this top floor. we have to hang out outside of the door because we hear the party going on, but we knock on the door and it's just the music's too loud
It's
and
so
no one
loud,
can hear.
yeah.
So we're just like sitting outside of the fucking door like we're weirdos, like waiting to get in. But we have a real reason because like we gotta get our setup, we gotta go.
This is the saddest shit I've ever.
It wasn't exclusive, but we just didn't. We didn't like post it on Melee and on me or anything.
Right,
But it wasn't
yeah.
like, in my opinion, like if people showed up, we were like letting them in. I
Yeah,
think.
exactly. Like, so when me and Scott did the door finally opened, and we go in, and it's this fucking party, and it's like, oh my god, this is like the Melee royalty, just like all hanging out in one place. And there was like hella setups everywhere, and
People were like, I don't know if they were like dancing and shit then, but
yeah, it was lit. It was straight up. And so anyway, we go up to you guys. You guys are still playing teams, which was so
Holy
precious.
we were playing teams the whole time.
Yeah.
We were playing teams the whole time, even while they were transferring the setup.
Yeah, it was
Uninterrupted.
just carrying a battery pack, just like trying to hold
Can't
the
stop.
CRT steady. And so you guys are playing teams, and we go like, "Hey guys, we got to take the setup," and you're like, "Oh shit, okay." And then you finish your match, and then we take the setup, and Scott's like, "Dude, we should stay." I'm like, "No, dude, we have to leave. We have to," because we had to like drive to California, and get there in time for something. To pick up his dog, or he'd have to like pay $90 more or something.
Yeah.
I'm like, bro, we gotta go, man. And he's like, all right. So, anyway,
Dude.
that was from my perspective. Now, this party, did you stay the whole time? I want to hear about this.
Oh
fucking
yeah,
party.
man, I'll tell you the party. So like Taj, like the Mewtwo player
Right,
from
aka
Arizona,
Ty.
right? Yeah, that one person. And this guy, Justin, who I often team with, he just booked this room like 7 months in advance, and he's like, I know we can have a party here and everybody will come. And so Justin, one night, like $1,500. He spent $1,500, paid for the whole thing himself. Like he has a good job and stuff, so it wasn't like
So it was
huge.
that was like the rate for the night for the room.
Yeah, I mean it was
Oh my
like
God.
it was like top floor, party suite.
Yeah, it was high level shit.
And then Taj like bought all the liquor. He just like bought like $600 worth of liquor, and he was like being bartender. And so we were like, we got to get the word out about this party. So like, strike up a conversation with like someone that is cool or famous, and just be like, hey man, what's up? We got a party later. Like slip it into the conversation, and so just like the word got out, and probably not while you were there, but later. I mean, Armada, Leffen, Mango.
No shit. No.
Yeah,
we didn't.
they
see
all
those guys.
they all came. Armada was dancing so awkwardly, like bouncing up and down.
I just imagine he dances like the one kid from the Peanuts who did the thing where he like flaps his arms and like bobs his head from like he looks 90 degrees this way
Yeah,
and then
yeah.
180 turns around. I
Basically,
imagine
yeah.
that.
Basically was. Oh, like D1 came. So many like top 50 players or whatever. Like of course like Wobbles. I don't know. I probably shouldn't just name drop for like
It's all
15
right.
minutes.
Yeah.
Man, you had to be there. It was sick.
Lot
let me
lot
talk
of
about it
people,
more.
though. A lot of people.
Yeah, and it was awesome. Just we would be drinking, and then like there's so many setups, people playing. There was a big group of people dancing. I stayed till like 6 a.m. The party was going. I mean, when I left at like 5 or 6, it was like still people in there hanging out. Not a lot, but
Did you play teams until 6 a.m.?
no, I stopped playing pretty soon because you'd have to wait for a long time to get on the setup.
That was even
and,
more painful when we took the setup. I'm like, fuck.
Yeah, you're making the party slightly worse.
Fuck off. man.
Gotta do it.
Yeah,
gotta
thanks.
do it.
Slight story. We actually hated the people who took the setup.
I mean, anything like any cool like party shit happen? Did someone like piss off the balcony or like fight?
Those
or was it
balconies
pretty
were
mild?
Those balconies were locked. They won't even let you go out there, so people won't piss off them or jump off them.
Fucking
Just sign on it.
Nazis.
Said no
Both at the
pissing.
same
It's pretty
time. That's the
upset.
best.
God
Yeah.
damn
Pissing as you fall.
fascists.
Yeah,
Um,
let's go. Let's go.
one-
Oh yeah, finished. Go ahead.
I think one funny thing, Mango, he had been like playing blackjack or something for hours. And what was the name of which casino was it again? Do you remember?
The
Bally's? Is that the one?
Bally's, yeah.
Yeah.
So Mango comes up and at like 2 a.m. or something, and he's like looking a little bit downbeat, obviously, because he played so shitty.
Yeah, this was after finals when this happened. This is
Yeah,
Sunday.
night, and he's wearing this Bally's hat, and he's got it kind of pulled down, like kind of low, like he's kind of creeping in there. And just to be like a jackass, I like walked up and I was like, "Whoa, where did you get that hat, bro?" Like we're in Bally's, and he's wearing a Bally's hat. And I'm like, I gotta know where you got that hat, man. And he just looked at me like, yeah. Like, okay, all right, man. And then he just like,
Fucking funny guy over here.
yeah, real funny.
And that's the idea of him just sadly playing blackjack for hours on end. That's,
and betting,
that's fun.
you know, like betting like
A lot of
$200.
money, yeah.
It's just fucking to
Nah.
drown the sorrow.
He's like, I
Yeah.
gotta get this hat at least to commemorate.
I think it might have been a rumor, but I was at the blackjack table after Evo as well, and I was playing, and Juggle Guy was on the table, and TK Breezy and some other guys, and they were like, just shooting the shit, playing blackjack, and Juggle Guy mentioned that Mango was down like $8,000, like after he lost, and
Real
I was
life
like, shit. I'm gonna tell everybody that because that's really funny, but I don't think it's true. I don't know because I heard different accounts from people closer to Mango. It's like, yeah, you didn't lose that much money. Anyway,
Man, that'd be so fucking annoying to like walk into a room and have everyone look at you, and just everyone's heard different things and be like, "Did you actually lose $8,000?" Like, I just
you
want
lose
to
$8,000. Did you fucking?
I just want
Wear
to
my
drink
new
and play a
hat
video
and
game.
enjoy
I know
you
it's the
assholes.
price of
Oh, yeah,
fame, dude.
He definitely wasn't playing Melee that night. I mean, none of the gods were playing. I'm sure everybody was like, "Yo, play a friendly." We did I don't know. Did shots with Armada. Armada's like, and I don't know him at all. This is just this one experience, but he's not as like, he's very like reserved or whatever. So he's not like the most fun guy to party with, I would say, but like very friendly and courteous. But he's just kind of like, okay, like you want to do a shot, fine, let's do it. And then he just puts it down and like talks to someone else.
This
I
is
feel
my
like
duty.
you need one of those in like a large party because if everyone's just this like off the wall character type, you need a few neutrals in there to kind of like mellow everyone out.
That should
you
be
know?
your next. That should be your next like square of like the like neutral good. But it's like
Party.
parties.
Party neutral.
Yeah, I saw those that post. You should definitely do partiers.
Yes.
Do
Yeah.
partiers.
I at least want like a a sub credit. I'm not asking for royalties here, but a couple bucks, just to.
Let's put you in like
my
size 0.5 spawn.
Yeah.
at the bottom.
Also, kind of thought of by this one person I kind of know.
All right.
Oh, one other thing,
go ahead.
final thing. I remember like drunkenly saying to Ice, I was like, there were like a lot of like girls there, and I was like, Ice, yo, you got this. You're super attractive. You could do this.
Right?
And he's like, no, like just a German like accent. No. And
Complete dismissal of the thought.
But hold on, before we go, because I know Anthony
No.
wants to.
No.
wants-
I wanted to get to our last segment, but no, you're
Oh,
good.
okay. I'm gonna say this. Aside from the obvious answer of Norwalk, or anyone from Norwalk, who in the Smash community do you think gets down, like goes the hardest in the paint when they drink?
let's see. I don't know. I feel like
Just theoretically, you don't need to like.
oh, just theoretically.
I mean,
Yeah,
Chillin's actually got a resume. Like there are boys in the scene that are historically have partied, but like, do you mean ones that like just kind of like, what if Nintendo showed up to a party with like some fucking blow and was just like, let's get ripped, boys. Like,
And
it's on.
also play Ice Climbers. Just uncoincident.
I want to imagine that Ken.
Yeah, absolutely.
just like skulking around, just getting fucking like smashed.
pull some meth out of his New Balance and is like,
I'm not saying who shows up with like the hardest. Like,
I'm just saying, like,
who do you
party, guys. I
like
think we all know.
Wizro walks in with like black tar heroin? I'm not saying that. I'm saying who is the most
No.
likely to end up nearly dead at the end of a night? Whose personality would lend? Because you know how you meet someone and you think this is probably a guy who, if they have unlimited alcohol from him, they're probably gonna almost die. Like you've
Right.
met those types of people, haven't you?
Right.
Yeah, well, maybe not. I'm still
What
19, so I don't.
I don't know why, but I feel like DOH
Oh yeah.
could really let loose at, like after a tournament. I could see him dancing on a table.
Right,
Even
right.
more, even
Slam
more
shade on
buttons
his head.
down from the already button too tight button up.
Yeah, he just like flex it, like pushes his chest out and just pops open that shirt.
Boom! Little buttons fly off, hit you in the eye.
But, like, you can tell that it's practiced, right? Like he's done this with multiple shirts. Like it's down to a science. That's what I'd like to imagine.
It's not even a button shirt. It's one of those like little metal, like snap
like
buttons.
70s basketball, like what you imagine, like taking off all that. Yeah.
I bet it's someone like totally mild mannered. I bet like Swedish Delight or something. He's in a
yeah,
frat,
or like Duck.
so, no,
Duck, dude.
Or Duck.
Duck probably goes ham, dude.
No, I'm putting my money in on Swedish Delight because you've got like, I don't mean to be like, stereotypical, but my experience is Asians have very low tolerances. So you've got Asian, mild mannered, and he's in
Played chic.
He's in a fraternity at fucking Rutgers, and that's one of those schools where if you're going to Rutgers, you need to be drinking.
Shut up, you frat boy cocksucker.
All right, guys,
All right.
amateur hour. I know.
Anyway, Jim Jam, thank you so much for coming
thanks, man.
on.
Yeah, it was awesome. Thanks for having me.
You know what's cool about you is I can never tell if you're in character or not. They're perpetually an enigma, and I respect that.
I'm in character definitely this whole podcast. It's been I was doing an impersonation of Robert Scribner with the voice, but I was doing the Jim Jim character. Yeah.
Okay.
Or a character.
Right. See, that's fucked up. I love that. Like,
Are you wearing neon right now?
I'm wearing neon pants. Yeah.
Fair enough.
Just pants.
Like
Just
a
pants.
black shirt, like tasteful, somewhat form fitting, and neon green pants.
Somewhat form-fitting.
amazing. Wonderful. Yeah, and anytime if something ever happens to you, you get hit by a bus or like you decide to main Fox, anything that you feel is like, hey, I'll go on and talk to the boys about this one. Come on back, dude.
Yeah, and
we'll
we'll
welcome you with open arms.
if you do get hit by a bus, we'll give you at least half of our ad revenue right now, which is about $4, maybe $5.
Yeah,
So just look forward.
Anything would help.
that goes right to you.
Anything you could give me would definitely help.
Buses don't exactly hit soft, so I understand. Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, thank you again for coming on. Also, follow him on Twitter. Do all that dumb shit.
Promote yourself here.
I feel lame whenever I say that, but it feels like like a formality. Like I have to say it because if I don't, it's like I'm telling people not to follow you if I don't say it.
Don't say it.
So
Yeah. What a fucking snub.
yeah, exactly. It's like
I'm never going back on the show.
actually, Jim Jam's tweets are like I can tell earmuffs, Jim Jam. I can tell he actually has a sense of like comedy and timing and sort of joke construction from his tweets. They're actually the more funny like things that come out of Twitter melee wise. So shouts out for real.
That's
I still think your MVG business proposition is the funniest thing I've ever
Oh
read.
my god, that
That
is
was so good.
legendary.
Just because, like, I could imagine myself doing that, and I'd like put the information there. But you had like this shitty formatting and like the transitions, which like screwed with the pictures in the background. It was
What sucks is I made that in PowerPoint and it was amazing. Like it was way better. There were sound effects constantly happening. But then I was like, I don't know anything about how to upload a presentation and have random people view it. So I was like, I don't know, Google Documents. And so I put it up there and it lost every transition and sound. So I did what I could. I put more stuff in there, but maybe if I eventually find out, I'll show you the remastered version.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
well. What you could do is you could do a screen capture video of it with like the sounds playing on it, and then just host it as a video.
Everyone
good
bug Jim Jam for the unabridged version of the legendary
better.
MVG.
Bad Melee exclusive, guys. You heard it.
I'll host that shit. I'll do it.
Yeah, I'll do it then. For sure.
No, give him he gets the views.
Yeah, exactly.
It's for when he gets hit by the bus.
Oh, you
Yes.
can put it. You can.
It just goes on Google Docs anyways.
You guys can host it on your Google account.
He needs the Google Docs ad revenue.
Yeah, dude, that bus is coming for him.
The bus is,
Every day he's looking out for this thing.
it gets a little closer every day. It's going so slow.
Thank you. Good night. I don't fucking know.
I was like on Twitter, and I
Anthony, there's
followed
no stopping
Romance,
this.
And Romance was like, "I'm gonna play Mario Kart 8," and I'm like, "Oh, cool." And then he goes,